Welcome back to the vlog. It is your host Rob from I-25 Kia. All this week I've been going on different hikes with the 2019 Sorento. Really it was just an excuse for me to get more physically in shape and just to go exploring and having fun. It was the first time I've ever gone on any hikes by myself, and most of these hikes that I did, this is the first time I've ever done them. The goal for this week was to highlight our Instagram account. If you follow I-25 Kia on Instagram, you will see a time lapse of every single one of the hikes I did. But if you don't have an Instagram and you want to see them right now, let's begin. The first hike is my favorite hike. This was the first hike I ever did in Fort Collins. First hike I did with my brother, my dad, my girlfriend. You get a spectacular view. It's not hard, but it's definitely a workout. But I think this was the fastest I ever went up this hike. It took me about 30 minutes, but yeah. Here's Arthur's Rock. The second hike I did was in Loveland at the Devil's Backbone open space. This is a very great hike and I highly recommend going on it because it's very short and it's very beautiful. I was fortunate enough to go on an overcast day because I had to do it twice because first time I didn't record, but here you go. The third hike I did was the A in Fort Collins. What's cool about the A, it is constructed from rocks that were painted by the freshman students of each year. I've always wanted to go check it out, but I took a drone. Here you go. The fourth hike I did was in Boulder. I went to the Royal Arch, which was a very short hike, but it was a lot more difficult than I expected. It took me about 2 hours, honestly, but I met a chipmunk. Here you go. to wrap up my hike week, I ended up here at the Shambhala Mountain Center because I wanted to see the Great Stupa of Dharmakaya. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry guys, but talk about a beautiful building. So all next week I'm traveling to Texas. I'm taking this camera with me. I'll get some footage, I'll come back, I'll show you guys what I got. But when we get back, I've got plenty of plans in mind. I want to spotlight the great employees that work at I-25 Kia. See what type of trouble we can get into. I also want to get my hands on a Stinger again, because duh. And yeah, who knows, maybe I'll meet up with Nick again. He'll drive me around a racetrack. But like I said from the beginning, if you're new to this channel, it's not your typical car review test drive channel. I'm trying to keep this thing interesting because it's YouTube. You want to be entertained, right? So that's why I took this week to show you guys something you might not have seen before. And if you live in Northern Colorado, take advantage of this. Take my advice, go on these hikes. They're wonderful, they're easy, they're short, and you'll be happy you did them. And as for the 2019 Sorento, I couldn't have picked a better vehicle to take me on all these adventures this week. It had a full tank of gas when I started, and now that I've gotten here, it's almost empty. It got me to all 5 of those different hikes. It's also very comfortable. The all-wheel drive is nice, especially for this off-roading, trying to make it to the Shambhala Mountain Center. I'd like to take a second to apologize to Pete and his crew because it's pretty dirty. Usually I'm pretty considerate and I keep them pretty clean, but the Sorento is very dirty. I'm sorry, Pete. So that's gonna wrap it up. That is the Stupa at the Shambhala Mountain Center. This has been a really fun week. Hope you guys enjoyed Hike Week. Check back in 2 weeks when I come back and I will have footage from my vacation if you guys are interested. And like always, like and subscribe. Bye.